Hey there everyone, Paradise Gamer 13 here, starting up a new Let's Play series, Legend of Zelda The Minish Cap. This is, I mean, it's not necessarily my favorite Legend of Zelda game out there, but I definitely enjoy playing it. And, it's, I think personally, some people talk about, Majora's Mask and Wind Waker and stuff being kind of overrated. But personally, I think this is, in my opinion, maybe the most underrated of the Legend of Zelda games out there at the moment. I never really hear anybody talking about it, and I mean, I don't think it's a bad game. I think it's a pretty good, enjoyable game. But yeah, I just don't. I feel like it just doesn't get the praise that it probably deserves, really. Um, so as you can see here by the opening cutscenes, the main story is basically that there's this sword, which is kind of a common theme for most of the Zelda games. And what basically happens is um, the sword was used to seal away some evil or something like that, and so some people like worship it, and that's more or less kind of a uh, bad and vague generalization of the story. But basically, what's happening now is Zelda is coming to the Master Smith's house of the Master Smith of Hyrule, and she is coming for Link, I believe, and we should resume control here fairly shortly. Any second now. You'll notice one big thing about this game is Link does start out with like the green tunic and stuff. Some games he doesn't start out with that, but one big thing though is he doesn't start out with his hat, which may seem kind of strange. But anyways, I'll get back to that later. For now, just kind of make your way into that room, and this first part, it's kind of a lot of dialogue and cutscenes and stuff. It's really not not that much compared to like other Zelda games and stuff, even. But basically, your first job is to take that sword to the castle. It's pretty easy. You just go through the market and stuff and do a couple other little scripted events. There's really not a whole lot to this. You can get this treasure chest here. Get 20 rupees from it. I don't think we'll actually need any money at the moment, though. And I decided to check and see if there's anything in those pots. Yeah, so basically we're just going to follow Zelda up to the town. But yeah, I'd be hard pressed. See, it's hard for me to say this is like one of my favorite Zelda games out there, but because it's not really. But at the same time, I've played through it quite a few times. It's not really that long, I don't think. It's only 4 or 5 levels or something like that. Well, not including the final level at least. But it's still pretty fun. One of the more annoying things is the whole kinstone fusing side quest or whatever. But again, I'll get back to that later as well. For now, you just go find Zelda and talk to her, and she'll run around and talk about this race called the Picori, who are the ones that made the sword that sealed away the evil and stuff. So again, we'll learn about most of this later. Most of the story develops within the first hour-ish of gameplay, maybe even a little bit sooner than maybe 45 minutes. Not really certain though. But basically, after you talk to Zelda a couple of times, she'll win this raffle or whatever and get the shield and give it to you. So this is actually the shield that we'll be using, well, for the entire game, I believe. Unlike a lot of other Zelda games, you you don't get a another shield till actually after you beat the game, I think, if I remember correctly. And even then, it's kind of out of the way, and it's kind of hard to get or whatever. Well, it's not really hard to get, but it just takes some effort, I guess. Actually, I'd have to. I might take me a little while to remember how to get it. It's been some time since I've gotten it, but yeah, you can like most handheld Zelda games, you can assign your shield to A or B. I currently have it assigned to A. Doesn't really matter though what you assign it to. Whatever accomplishes the task. Or whatever you're used to more, I guess. But anyways, you're gonna have to use it here shortly. This this Deku scrub is pelting Zelda with Deku nuts. Yeah, we have. If only we had some way to defend ourselves against those nuts of his. That sounded a bit strange. Anyways, you just use your shield to deflect it like you do in any other Zelda game, but it kind of feels bad, you know. It makes it seem like Deku scrubs aren't that bad. That it's not their fault that they shoot nuts at you. But still, it seems a bit strange, nonetheless. Anyways, you just continue on to the castle and go up to the minister, who should be up here at the front. Yep. You don't even have to, like, talk to him. You just go up to him automatically, I think. Basically, you'll give him the sword. No, actually, you don't give him the sword yet. Do you? No. You just watch the ceremony first. And so they bring out the sword that the legend talked about and stuff. And the winner of this sword fighting contest or something or another gets to come and like touch the sword or something or another. It's actually, I don't actually remember the story that well, but basically the winner of the tournament is named Vadi, and he's actually, surprise, a bad guy. And well, I guess I won't like spoil it too much really, but you'll see here he well, I won't say anything. I guess I'll just let it play out. Yeah, so they figured out that he's a bad guy now, obviously, and he just completely knocks away all the guards and destroys the blade, which opens the chest with that ball of energy, releasing a bunch of monsters into Hyrule. Surprisingly though, that's not actually what he wanted. He actually wants this, actually don't know what it's called. It's like golden something or another, maybe? I don't know. Golden power. Anyways though, Link tries to defend Zelda with his shield. It doesn't work. Somehow it doesn't turn him to stone. It just goes right through him and turns Zelda to stone. And that's basically what you're going to try to do, is fix the blade and turn Zelda back from stone. That's mainly the force, something force, golden force or something. I caught a glimpse of it in the dialogue there. I kind of believe I don't remember that much about this game. I've played through it at least, I don't know, maybe close to 10 times. I've played through it quite a bit. Like I said, it's not that long. It's kind of fun to play through. I almost played through it in like one sitting once. I just tried to get through it as fast, kind of did a speed run, and I think I got to the second to last level, I think, before I finally was like, I probably should take a break. But not too long, not too like overly difficult or challenging either, really. Not that I can remember, anyways. Or in fact, I think the final boss. Well, the final boss isn't that easy. It's not like Twilight Princess Ganondorf easy or anything like that. It's kind of in the middle, to be honest. It's not too bad. As long as you have a lot of heart containers and stuff, you shouldn't really have a problem. Well, we get the sword now too. So, well, we get the broken sword and the regular sword. I think. Yep, the sword that we were supposed to deliver. He lets us have. So, unlike the shield, we will actually get better. Well, yeah, we will actually get better swords as the game progresses. So that's nice. We also get a map here, I believe. Yeah. Alrighty. So, We'll never get lost. All right, that's quite an assumption. Um, so yeah, there's really nothing else to do here in the castle. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make my way out. That's like I said. That's pretty much it for like the major cutscenes and stuff at the beginning. There's not too much else for a while at least. And oh yeah, so the sword is just automatically assigned to B, since I have the shield as A. But yeah, like I said, it gets you into the action pretty quickly, really, in my opinion at least. You can test it out right away. There's some Octoroks hanging around out here. I still think it's weird how much of a difference like the Octoroks look like in the handheld games as opposed to like Ocarina of Time and stuff. But it's crud! I didn't see that guy there. Obviously you don't want to go near those, or well, I mean you can go near them like that, but I mean you don't want to touch them because that will enter you. Oh, he respawned. Okay, was not expecting that. Oh, and there's another guy. Okay. Well, anyways, I guess there's really nothing to do up here. So, it's always disappointing in Zelda games when you have no items and you, like, if you've played through it multiple times and you know where all this stuff is and you can't get to any of it because you don't have any of the items you need. Nonetheless, though, ooh, I got 1 rupee. Don't spend it all in one place. Alright. I'm pretty sure there's nothing in any Zelda game that I can think of off the top of my head, at least, that costs exactly 1 rupee. But yeah, if you are lost, you can always, or you don't know for sure where you're going, you can always pull up the map. There it is. So I'm getting pretty close to where I need to be. Not too much farther. Ooh, don't hit me with those rocks. Oh, can't go that way. Just got to go down and around, I think. Your sword can deflect the rocks they spit at you, or you can just use your shield. Whatever you feel more comfortable with. These enemies aren't too hard to fight. I mean, if you played any Zelda game, well, maybe not any. Well, yeah, no. Octoroks haven't been in every Zelda game, I don't think. They've been in most of them, though, so they're pretty familiar enemy, But yeah, I'm in the woods now, as you can see. Like I said, the path is more or less pretty straightforward because you don't have any, like, you just have the sword and the shield, so there's only like certain places that you can go to. There's not really any branching paths or anything that you can get lost in. This tree stump will become more important here shortly, but as of right now it's no use to us. And as such, that means we can't go like that way and stuff. And if we go up here a little further, a little cutscene will trigger. I guess this is this is pretty much the last main cutscene, I guess. Well, yeah, more or less, for a little while. But basically, you can see this strange bird hat guy is being attacked by Octoroks. Before we go help him, though, if you go a little bit further, there's this piece of heart just sitting here. And this is actually one of the few games that the few Zelda games that I can think of where you can get a full heart container, like before you even beat the first level. So that's pretty nice. Pretty convenient. The first boss isn't like super hard or anything though, even. At least not in my opinion. It's kind of a fun boss to fight. I think the boss fights are pretty fun in this game, actually. That's one thing that I have to give this game props for, is the entertaining boss fights. But yeah, you just beat up the Octoroks. One hit will kill them with the sword. But you save this guy, and he'll follow you around a little bit. However, as you'll see here, since he has feet, that doesn't exactly work out that well for him. His name is Eslo, by the way, and he is quite a main character in this game. Personally, one of my favorite, like, non-main characters. Well, I just said he was a main character, but I mean, like, non-recurring characters, I guess, Not like a Link or Zelda or Ganondorf or even Vaati or anything like that, Eslo is, this is the only game that I'm aware of that he's actually appeared in. At least as like a character, But So yeah, he gives up trying to follow you and hops on your head, and surprise, he looks like Link's traditional green hat. So that's pretty nice. And, well, as we approach this stump down here, he'll pop back up and talk about it a little bit, and talk about the Picori, or as he calls them, the Minish, which I guess is their official name. But yeah, if he actually has the ability to shrink you down, which is kind of nice. So if you stay on the stump, this time you'll start glowing. If you hit R, he'll start saying some things in some kind of other language, and we'll shrink down and into the stump and come out a little opening down at the bottom. And so as you can see, we're extremely small now, which is nice because that opens up new pathways for us. Also, as he mentions, I just briefly saw it there, there's also some more danger involved being small. I don't think we'll see any for a while, but you go through these little well, water will hurt you first of all, or I don't know if it actually hurts you, but you can drown, and that would set you back a little bit. I'm pretty sure it hurts you. Oh, here we go. This is what I was talking about, like these little pathways that you come across here, and there's like usually some enemies that normally wouldn't be a problem, but are a problem when you're small. Or okay, actually, there's no enemies there. Sometimes there is though in those little pathways and stuff. But as you can see, we are in the Minish village. It's kind of where a lot of the Minish live. Not all of them though; they're actually spread pretty much everywhere. This is just like one of the main areas that they live in. And as you can see, you understand absolutely nothing of what they're saying. So in order to understand them, we have to go get a item called a jabber net or something like that. And it's actually up this way. Okay, I guess we can't go that way. Oh, no. First we have to talk to the elder. Not the elder. Oh, man, I can't think of his name. But he lives in this house up here. This gigantic crystal-looking structure thing. I feel like his name is like Gestari or something. I don't know. No, Festari. Gestari is the elder, I think. But yeah, Jabbernut. Alright, so yeah. He basically tells you what I just said, how we need to get the Jabbernut to progress. But before we actually do that, since I'm over here, I'm actually going to take this other little pathway, and there should be a heart piece over here. Yep. So that's pretty nice. Now we have 2 pieces. And I mentioned earlier that we can get a whole heart container before even beating the first level, which is pretty nice. Ooh, a heart. Speaking of hearts. Yeah, the other 2 heart pieces are actually in the first level. So we should get one before the end of the level. Couldn't really think of what I was going to say. But yeah, if you push that crate out of the way, then you'll get here, and that's the Jabbernut. So you just eat it. I mean, you'll do it like automatically after you pick it up. And you can talk to the Minish now, for example. And you can understand them. I guess that's... so yeah. That's, it was easy enough. Now we go to the Elder, I believe. I think so, at least. Pretty sure that's who we want to see next. He's over here. He's across from the, to the left of the Abbey. But, I'm pretty sure his name is Gestari. Or something like that. Something Ari. Yeah, so Ezra will basically fill him in on the dire situation that we're in. And he should let us into, well, he'll mark where the elements are. And, that's right, okay. So we go through the shrine. Or, I mean, go through the Abbey to get to the shrine. That's what I meant to say. So we just go back to the Abbey now. Despite the fact that we were just there. And talk to him. I keep hitting the wrong buttons for some reason. And he lets us through. So that was easy enough. We just go up here, kind of where we were before, as you can see. We can't go that way, so don't even try because of that water there. You'll fall in and drown. You actually, if you had not gotten the heart piece right there, you can't get it right now. For whatever reason, you can't pick it up when you're, well, I guess probably because it's like 4 or 5 times as big as you are, but you can't pick it up when you're small like that. But the shrine is also small, which is kind of interesting because there's a lot of puzzles and stuff that revolve around like normal size things like barrels and whatnot. But however, they are extremely large in this particular level because of the fact that you're so small. So we can't go through either of those staircases just yet. We have to go straight ahead. Likewise, wait, no, what am I saying? I was about to say we can't turn on the torches, but there's switches right there. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking we had to have the lantern, and clearly we actually don't get that for quite some time. So you just have to hit these switches, and it'll light them for you. And you should get a key, I think, or a treasure chest that has a key. A small key, actually, I guess. Use it to open up the door, and Eslo will talk to you and be like, "Oh, did you know you can open doors with keys and other extremely logical stuff?" Oh, these guys will fall from the ceiling. Okay, that guy just fell in the water. I feel like I don't know if this one. I think this one stays after you pull it. I could be wrong though. Yeah. So, anyways, you pull that lever. Go over here, pull this mushroom. I think right where the markings stop is where you don't have to do anymore. You just like pull back on it with the holding the right stick, kind of like you did with the lever, I guess. And then I think you have to push forward. Do you? No, I guess not. I was about to say I thought you had to push forward on the other direction, but I guess not. You just let go. Yeah, you go up here. That's the barrel I was talking about. I still have absolutely no clue what those enemies are. I forget what their name is. I think they do have an actual name, but they just like stomp around and make those little dirt piles that slow you down. It's kind of weird. We can't actually do anything to them just yet. I don't think. But yeah, you want to hit that switch before going into the barrel. Yeah, you can't do anything to them. I don't think there's anything up yet. But yeah, just go ahead and go in the barrel and out the other side, which is more of these little mushroom-looking guys. But there is also another, well, there's 2 more switches, I guess. This one, you just push the giant totem pole guy, whatever thing, tiki statue thing, and then you just press on the other one, and it'll light that torch, burning those vines, and now there is nothing connecting the barrel. So we just go back onto here, and you'll notice that the barrel is, well, here in a second, the barrel can move, which is kind of interesting. I think we want to go this way, maybe? No. Down here, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure at least. Yep. This level was incredibly fast, I think, if I remember correctly. Okay. Can I go this way? Nope. I think I can only push it out. I don't remember exactly, though. These guys can be kind of annoying. They, like, spaz out when you get near them, but they're not too bad. First, I'm going to go all the way to the last mark and get this. It's either the map or the compass. The map. Alright. Got that. And now, can't get that piece of heart till later. Go back here, grab onto the mushroom, pull back just halfway that time, and so you land right here. Watch out for the falling slugs again. Not too big of a problem. Ezra will say something about holding down the switch, because if you look, it's just temporary. It goes back after you don't stand on it anymore. So you just push this pot over here. It's an easy enough solution. You know, you just follow along that little path there, and the bridge will stay on there as long as that pot's on there. So just make sure you don't break it. If you happen to like break it or whatever, just leave the room and come back. And I think that fixes it, if I'm not mistaken. There's like a lot of the puzzles in this level revolve around like these like basic controls more or less, but you know, they're interesting, I guess. Anyways, though, if you get that one right by pushing both these little tiki statue guys on the switches, you get the key. Just make sure you're inside the inside that blocked off area so you can get the key. Then continue on this way. Yeah, so you have to push the block out that way. I'm guessing that's why I couldn't move it before. And then I don't want to make this this video too long, but I'm kind of hoping to at least get to the first teleporter, if nothing else. But I probably won't. Yeah, you're going to want to get off the place I went to the first time, the top right corner. And open up that door. And there's another mushroom, but I don't know if we want to go that way yet or not. We might go this way. Yeah, I think we're going this way. Just jump down there. I don't remember like the names of half these enemies. There's some really weird enemies that like aren't in any other Zelda game. I just can't think of any of their names. But oh, the first teleport is right. Oh crud! Oh crud! Oh crud! I forgot that those guys just come out of nowhere. Okay, that was not the first teleporter that I thought it was. Oh, you actually can beat these guys with pots. Forgot about that. So you can actually beat them this early in the game. Oh, well, if you don't have bad accuracy like me. There we go. Is this the way we're gonna? No, we don't want to go that way. I don't think. We want to go this way. Right? No. I feel like I did that wrong. Well. I'll just go this way and try that out. Fling myself over here. Press this switch, that'll connect that bridge. Which you have to have in order to fling yourself across this area, I believe. Yeah. So, just continue on this way, I guess. And if you hit the slugs before they, like when they're falling, like before they turn back over, it's useful because you can kill them in one hit, whereas it takes them two if they are, see, 1, 2, if they're like on their front, whatever it's called. I'm actually going to pull that one past the switch because in order to get to the door, I'm going to push this one past the doorway and onto the switch. That way, yeah, I can get to the door. And I'm assuming we're going to fight some enemies here. Yep. Some of these red spaz guys. I think we'll get a key. And the doors will open. I do know that for sure. Yep, and a key. Or a small key. Not like the name really matters that much, I guess. It's a key, nonetheless. Alright. Go back up here. And this way. Gotta get past these guys. I remember they were there that time. I didn't just walk around recklessly. There we go. And we'll find our first mini-boss in here. So, if we hit this guy's nose, if I could, there we go. Sorry, I was like, what I was saying was very choppy because I was trying to focus in on what I was doing there because I wasn't doing too well. But basically, he's actually not that hard. But if you hit his nose, it'll stun him, and then you can attack his weak point, which is his tail. And okay, don't turn that way then. He's not too fast or anything. He's pretty easy to get around. You should get him in a couple hits. And when you beat him, you'll get a new item, the Gust Jar. So I'm gonna go ahead and equip that to the A button. Sure, why not? Suck up this cobweb, whatever, blocking, and kind of talking pretty fast because I want to hurry up and open up the first teleporter. There we go. So this is where I'm going to cut off the first part. That way it's not too long. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed so far. Hopefully it's been pretty helpful. Haven't done a whole lot yet, but it'll pick up here. Obviously the first level. So, and thanks again for watching.